Is Hostinger actually a smart choice in 2026, or just a cheap mistake waiting to happen? Because in web hosting, the real problems rarely show up on day one. Pages still load, the dashboard looks fine, and nothing technically breaks. But weeks later, updates feel slower, rankings don't move, and growth quietly stalls, without a clear reason why. Hostinger's low price makes it tempting, especially when every plan promises speed, reliability, and premium features. But the real question isn't how cheap it is. It's what that price quietly trades away. In this review, we look at Hostinger the way most people don't, beyond discounts and marketing, to see who it truly works for in 2026, and who ends up paying more later because they chose cheap too fast. At number 5, Namecheap Hosting. Namecheap Hosting is usually chosen for one reason: price. If you're already buying a domain from Namecheap, adding hosting feels convenient and inexpensive, especially for a first website. What Namecheap does well is simplicity. Setup is straightforward, the control panel is easy to understand, and for small personal sites, landing pages, or low-traffic blogs, it works without much effort. Email hosting is included, renewal pricing is relatively transparent, and there are fewer aggressive upsells compared to some bigger brands. Where Namecheap starts to fall behind is performance consistency. Server response times are average, page load speed can fluctuate depending on traffic, and there's limited flexibility when you want to optimize for SEO or scale up. You don't get advanced caching by default, server locations are limited, and support response time is acceptable, but not fast when something goes wrong. Namecheap also isn't built for growth. Once your site starts getting more traffic, running heavier themes, or relying on speed for rankings, you'll notice the ceiling pretty quickly. It's not unreliable, it's just not designed for performance-driven websites. So if you're launching a simple site on a tight budget, Namecheap can be enough. But if speed, SEO, and long-term growth matter, this is usually where people outgrow it. That's why Namecheap Hosting sits at position number 5 in 2026. GoDaddy is one of the most recognizable names in web hosting, and that familiarity is exactly why many people end up using it. It's easy to buy, heavily advertised, and everything you need, domain, hosting, email, is pushed into one place. Where GoDaddy works well is convenience. The interface is beginner-friendly, setup is quick, and for someone building their very first website, it doesn't feel intimidating. Uptime is generally stable, and for low-traffic business sites or simple informational pages, it functions without major issues. The problem with GoDaddy isn't that it fails. It's that it gets expensive and restrictive over time. Introductory prices look reasonable, but renewal costs rise quickly, and many basic features are locked behind upgrades. Performance is average at best, especially on shared plans, and speed optimization options are limited unless you move to higher tiers. Another downside is the upsell-heavy experience. Security, backups, and performance add-ons are constantly pushed, which makes the platform feel less transparent once you're already invested. GoDaddy hosting isn't bad, but it's rarely good value long-term. You pay more without seeing meaningful improvements in speed or SEO performance. That's why GoDaddy lands at position number 4 in 2026. Bluehost is often recommended to beginners, largely because of its long-standing association with WordPress. For many first-time site owners, that endorsement creates a sense of safety and trust. Where Bluehost performs well is onboarding. The setup process is smooth, WordPress installation is easy, and the interface is clean enough that new users don't feel lost. Support is generally responsive, and documentation is solid, which helps when you're learning the basics. Performance-wise, Bluehost is reliable but not impressive. Uptime is stable, and sites load reasonably well under normal traffic, but speed optimization is limited on lower-tier plans. As your site grows, performance gains often require plan upgrades, which quickly move Bluehost out of the budget category. Pricing is another trade-off. Introductory offers look attractive, but renewal rates are significantly higher, and some features users expect, like advanced backups or enhanced security, cost extra. Bluehost works best for people who want a safe, familiar starting point, especially for simple WordPress sites. But for users focused on speed, SEO, or long-term cost efficiency, it doesn't stand out anymore. That balance, dependable but unremarkable, is why Bluehost sits at position number 3 in 2026. SiteGround is often the hosting people move to after they've outgrown cheaper providers. It has a strong reputation for performance and support, and that reputation is mostly deserved. Where SiteGround stands out is speed and reliability. Server response times are consistently fast, caching is built in, and sites tend to feel noticeably smoother compared to most shared hosting. Support is one of its biggest strengths. Responses are quick, knowledgeable, and helpful when something actually breaks. From an SEO perspective, SiteGround is solid. Stable uptime, fast load times, and clean infrastructure make it a good choice for content sites and small businesses that care about long-term rankings. The trade-off is price. SiteGround is not cheap, and renewal costs can be a shock if you're coming from budget hosting. Storage limits are tighter than expected for the price, and scaling often means paying significantly more. SiteGround is an overkill, but it's not flexible for low budgets. If performance and support matter more than cost, it's one of the best shared hosting options available. If you're trying to keep expenses low, it can feel hard to justify. That balance is why SiteGround earns position number 2 in 2026. Excellent quality, but at a premium. Hostinger wins in 2026 for one simple reason: value for money. It's one of the few hosting providers where the low price doesn't automatically mean a compromised experience. Where Hostinger performs well is balance. Setup is fast, the interface is clean, and even on entry-level plans, performance is surprisingly solid for the price. Server response times are competitive within its tier, and basic speed optimization is built in, something most budget hosts still lack. For beginners, Hostinger feels approachable. The dashboard is modern, clutter-free, and doesn't overwhelm users with constant upsells. For bloggers, affiliate sites, and small business websites, it delivers consistent performance without forcing immediate upgrades. There are limits, and that matters. Hostinger isn't designed for high-traffic enterprise projects, and advanced customization is more restricted compared to premium hosts like SiteGround. Support is generally helpful, but not always instant during peak times. Still, when you look at the price-to-performance ratio, Hostinger stands out. You're not paying for unnecessary extras. You're paying for stability, speed that's good enough for growth, and a platform that doesn't get in your way. So yes, Hostinger is cheap. But in 2026, it's also worth it for most people, which is why it earns position number 1. Cheap hosting isn't a shortcut, it's a trade-off. And in 2026, the mistake isn't choosing a low price, it's choosing the wrong kind of cheap. Namecheap works if you just need something basic. GoDaddy is convenient, but costly over time. Bluehost is safe, yet unremarkable. SiteGround delivers premium performance at a premium price. Hostinger sits in the middle of all that. It's not the fastest, not the most powerful, and not built for everything. But for most real-world websites, it offers the best balance between cost, performance, and simplicity. So if your goal is growth without overspending, Hostinger makes sense. If your project demands enterprise-level power, you already know you'll need more. Cheap doesn't have to mean compromised, but only if you choose carefully. If you want the best current deal on Hostinger, we've linked an exclusive discount in the description below. That's the same pricing we use when testing and building real sites. Thanks for watching Top Review IO, where we cut through marketing and focus on what actually works. Check the link, compare for yourself, and choose what fits your website best.